G'day guys, Pete here from MFC, and today we're going to be talking about the game Kubb. Kubb is like a combination of bocce, chess and horseshoe, and while it is said to have been played since the Viking Age, surviving on Sweden's largest island of Gotland, its earliest recorded mention is in the Nordic family book around 1911, known as Kegelkrig, or Skittle War. The game uses several pieces. First, you'll need 10 Kubb blocks, 6 batons or kustvinner, 4 to 6 field markers, and 1 king. You will need a decent amount of open space. The field size is 5 metres by 8 metres, but in a pinch you can measure it out with paces. Once you've finished placing the field markings, you can now put the king in the middle of the centre line and 5 Kubb along each respective baseline. Now, who goes first must be determined. This is done by a member from each team tossing a baton towards the king. Whoever gets closest without touching the king gets to go first. Players must only throw the batons underarm and with no excessive spin. Not like this, or this, or this. Once the turn toss is decided, the first team to throw must knock over as many of their opponent's Kubb as possible using the 6 available batons. Once all 6 batons have been thrown, the second team then collects up any fallen Kubb and tosses them across the centre line. If the Kubb doesn't make it over or goes out of bounds, it can be rethrown once. If the rethrow fails, the first team may then place the Kubb anywhere in their half of the field, provided it is a minimum of 1 baton length away from the king. These are called field Kubb. Now it's the second team's turn to throw. First they must knock down all field Kubb before any hits on baseline Kubb can be counted. If any baseline Kubb are knocked down early, they must be stood back up. Fallen field Kubb stay where they lie. The first team now collects and tosses their fallen Kubb over the centre line. This pattern continues until one of the teams has cleared their opponent's side of all Kubb. If either team fails to knock down all field Kubb in their turn, this gives advantage to the opposing team, allowing them to throw their batons from the field Kubb closest to the king in their side. Once a team has knocked over all of their opponent's Kubb, they may now start making attempts to topple the king and win the game. If the king is knocked over before all Kubb in the opponent's field, then that is an instant loss to the throwing team. Kubb is a fun activity suited for all ages and is great for social or family gatherings. It can be played at the beach or in the snow and anywhere in between. You can modify the game to accommodate larger groups by increasing the number of Kubb and batons used and by using a larger field area. From everyone here at MFC, play safe and happy Kubbing.